On March 27th, 2024, Elon Musk was deposed in a libel lawsuit filed by Ben Brody. Musk's lawyer, Alex Spiro, tried to retroactively mark the deposition as confidential, but it wasn't.
Of course I can ask him, do you think you committed actual malice? Do you think you were reckless? Of course I can ask those questions.
The deposition is a new Hug House podcast reenactment of the entire deposition, word by word, in full, taken very seriously.
Things that he did wrong.
But that's the point. That's not what you're allowed
Until he really just can't anymore?
Not what you're allowed to do in the deposition. You can't just get him talking.
The deposition drops on the 4th of July, 2024, with 4 weekly episodes. Subscribe on your podcatcher of choice or find us at hughouse.productions today.
Brought to you by Hug House Productions. Before we begin the episode, we want to let you know that Valence is participating in the new Partners program created by Apollo Podcasts. If you'd like to listen to the next 2 episodes of Valence Season 3 in advance of their public release, you can purchase access to them now in the Apollo Podcasts app. Valence is a serialized fiction podcast with discussions and depictions of struggles with mental health. You can check our show notes or the transcripts on valencepod.com for a full list of content warnings. It's important to take care of yourself, especially here in New Candler.
Ugh, damn it.
How bad?
Well, we're not heading to Jackson's place anymore. He's fine. He's just got family paying him a surprise visit and can't host us at the same time.
Is there a plan B?
Is the mark giving anything more helpful than just go east?
Sorry, no. I think we're still too far for anything more accurate.
That's okay. That's okay. Give me 10 minutes and I'll have one for us.
Okay, so am I staying on the highway? Do we pull over? There should be a scenic lookout in a couple miles.
No, we're good. I'll just limit the search to people along 85. I'm gonna ask my... my protégés. My hacking babies? I'm asking if anybody is on our route and has space for us to stay for a couple of days.
If there's nobody along this route, what's our backup? We're just aiming to get back to New Candler, right? So we can take whatever highway works.
I kind of picked this route on purpose.
Is there somewhere we've got to be on here?
Kind of? It's... So, you can say no if you really don't want to. I'm not your boss or anything.
You're not our boss.
Okay, yeah. But, Mahira?
If you've got us meeting up with one of my exes, that's fine. I'm on pretty good terms with most of them. Well, except for Evie, but she's off doing white savior shit somewhere.
Ew, I'd forgotten about Evie. No, it's not an ex. I was on Reddit the other day.
Oh, this could go in so many weird directions.
And I think I found your brother.
Oh good, more families to interact with. That feels great right now. And ever. This isn't about you. Be there for your friend.
Rahat? He's... Wait, how? What makes you think it's him?
He's looking for you. Or at least someone who sounds a lot like him is looking for someone who sounds a lot like you.
Is there a chance this is a trap being laid for Mahira?
Even I can't guarantee 100% it's not a trap. But this... I'm as confident as I can be that it's really him, and not a Reilley plant.
What does he say?
He talks about being from the Research Triangle part of North Carolina. Mentions scientist parents, the timeline of you leaving, the reason you had to go.
And all of it lines up with what actually happened?
Every bit, yeah. But he also,
I'm going to hate this, aren't I?
He mentions your parents signing him up for a trial with Halo.
Fuck.
And he says he's not a muse anymore.
What?
And he wants to find you and meet back up.
You said he's on the way?
He's in Durham. He's in the ethnomusicology program at Duke.
That does sound like him. So I don't have to decide just yet?
You've got plenty of time.
Okay. Yeah. Let me think it over. I want to, I just need to make sure it's a good idea.
That's not him, is it?
No, that's one of my hackers. She's got a house that's big enough for all of us to crash there. She sent me the link. Here, take a look. There's a bunch of photos to scroll through.
This is a vacation rental site.
Yeah, she's got it on there as more of a cover than anything else. It's a safe house for muses most of the time.
It looks nice.
Actual beds for all of us. Nobody has to sleep on the floor or take pillows into the bathtub. We haven't had that since
Teddy's house.
If everybody approves, I'm letting her know we'll be there in a couple hours.
And I can text the others the address.
Perfect. We're all set.
Don't you need to sleep, Liam? It's getting so late. Is there something distracting you, Liam? Thoughts you just can't seem to quiet? Worries that seem too present to ignore? That's too bad. It seems like your sweet little cohort is getting so close to making some impact. They need you at your best, Liam. You should really get some sleep.
Ugh. Shut up. Why are you even awake?
Oh, Liam. You don't think I'm really her, do you? You all are the ones who called me a virus. Oh, God, Liam, that is funny. I'm not awake, Liam. I'm not alive. I'm just a robust program built for efficient and thorough execution of tasks, like collecting all the data you observe and making you upset. It's a lovely non-life for me, really. Have you read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, Liam? That's a joke. I know you have. I know everything you know.
Hey, are you awake? I can't sleep. No worries if you're asleep or anything. Sorry.
Ugh. Why do you even need to collect that data?
I don't. I want to.
Ugh. Well, if you're going to keep me awake, I'm at least going to spend the time doing something I enjoy. Talking with my sibling. Who you failed to pry away from me. Who you failed to convert.
Oh, that's fine. I think we can both agree I made a lasting impact.
You're a fucking monster.
Oh? I thought I was a virus.
Hey.
Hey.
Couldn't sleep. Too anxious about everything.
Much the same here. Plus, the virus won't stop trying to keep me awake.
Oh, of course. Lovely.
It's such a great time. Love it.
How are you doing?
I don't know. How are you doing?
I don't know. I wish I had more of my sleeping pills. I don't really like relying on them. Well, not anymore. I use them all the time in college. But they make me feel weird. I've always been such a bad sleeper.
A bad sleeper? Noel, I think we call that having insomnia.
Right. I don't know. It's hard for it not to feel like a personal failing. It's sleeping. All I have to do is fall asleep, which is the easiest thing in the world. It's sleeping.
I think it's the easiest thing in the world for, like, normal people, and normal people who also don't have insomnia. I think you and I, and the rest of us, are allowed to have trouble falling asleep without it being a personal failing.
I suppose.
And perhaps you're a little more primed to take absolutely normal things as personal failings?
I suppose.
I know the feeling.
It's the worst.
It really is. With all this talk of Rahat.
Yeah, me too.
I wish we would have had more time together. More time when we were little or growing up. I don't even really know what that would look like, to be honest, but I miss it anyway. Well, I mean, not miss it. I wish we had it. Does that make sense?
Yes, me too. I think I would have understood a lot more about myself a lot earlier if I'd had you around.
I think I would have shut out fewer people if I'd had you around. I was so alone that all I knew was to be alone. All I wanted was to be alone.
Thank God for Flynn.
You have no idea. I wonder how much bonding with him was informed by me wishing I could bond with a younger sibling again.
I'm glad we all have each other now. I hope Mahira gets something with Rahat.
Me too. Do you think,
Are you pessimistic about it too?
Yes. I wish I weren't, but I am.
Me too.
Well, I suppose that's what family means to me.
Hey, no. That's not family. Me and you, and Flynn, that's family. I would include more of the others, but I don't want to be presumptuous.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Noel. I love you.
Love you too. Love you too. Okay, maybe I'm more tired than I thought. I'm going to try to get some sleep again. Are you going to be all right?
I am, thank you. Well, for now, anyway. Have you had a chance to think about whether or not if you want to see him?
I can't stop thinking about it. Weirdly enough, stressing about eventually having to face Morgan helped drown out stressing about maybe having to face Rahat.
No, I get it.
Not to be rude, but do you?
Focusing on a goal and throwing yourself into that entirely to avoid thinking of something emotionally complicated and messy that's linked to your past? Yeah, maybe a little.
Well, okay, yeah. That part we definitely have in common. I just want to stay as far from him as possible until I feel like I'm not carrying around this extra risk. That's a weird way of putting it. I feel like I'm not safe for him to be around yet.
In what way?
In the wanted criminal way.
Oh, kind of gotten accustomed to that somehow.
Your boyfriend may have had something to do with that. Date mate? Partner? Person? Do they want a different title?
We hadn't discussed specifics, but boyfriend has always made them make that wet cat face, so person works.
But, yeah. I just feel like, I don't know. Where I go, trouble keeps seeming to find me. And I don't want it to find him. You heard Sarah. He's getting a PhD from a big-name school, and it sounds like he's doing okay.
He does miss you, though.
Yeah. That's the part I keep coming back to. I want to be there for him. I want to be the big sister he can look up to and come to for advice, and I don't know, that he can guilt into helping him move apartments or come pick him up from the airport or whatever. Stuff that siblings who like each other do for each other. I don't want to leave a hole in his life.
That I can understand. Do you think there will be a point where you feel you will be safe for him to be around?
Maybe. Hopefully, after all this.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of life things are on hold until after all this.
Do you think that's a bad thing? Are we using it as an excuse?
I have no idea. I'm honored that you think I'm functional enough to recognize if we were.
Smartass.
Absolutely. Okay, let's try something. Let's try and hold each other accountable to do the things we're saving for after we take down Reilley. We'll figure out, I think Flynn would call them win conditions. And when we've met those, and all the reasons we were using to put off doing the things we wanted to do are no longer relevant reasons, we just,
lovingly bully each other into doing the things?
Exactly.
I'm not sure you can big brother a big sister, but I do appreciate you trying. And it's not a bad plan.
We're doing one final sweep, and then we're heading out. Everybody make sure you have your stuff.
I'll go check the fridge.
Thanks, Grace.
Wait. I have to go.
What? Where? Is everything okay?
Everything's okay. I just need to do a thing. And I think I need Liam to come with.
Are you sure everything's okay?
Yeah, I just think I'll panic and bail halfway there if I don't have somebody to come with to tell me I actually want to do this. I want to see Rahat.
Oh, Mahira, I'm so proud of you. I know that it's gonna be a lot.
No, I need to not think about this literally at all, or I will be right back at the panicking and the bailing. Liam, come on.
But the cars
We'll take one and grab a new one on the way back. You all swap yours and we'll meet up after. Sorry. Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is fine.
Can you text him?
Yes, but what am I texting him?
I didn't get that far. I guess that it's me and I'm here and that he should come to... Shit, what's a good spot?
Oh, there's that park on the campus. The one by the cemetery. Nobody's going to look too closely at people in a cemetery, right?
Wow, macabre. That is some classic Liam shit, but I guess not wrong. Okay, yeah. Maplewood or something?
That's the one.
Wait, what if he can't come?
Then at least you tried? There's our turn. The next light.
Thanks.
Okay, we're on this for a minute, and then... Oh!
Is it him?
He wants to know it's actually you. He asks... He asks you how he won the only fight against you he ever won.
He cheated. He cheated and bit me.
Is biting cheating? Also, wait, how old was he?
Yes. And 4, I think. We were little.
Okay, I'll tell him he bit you. Cheatingly.
Thank you.
He says he'll be there.
I might throw up.
You'll be okay.
Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening.
Hi, it's been a while.
You're not wrong. So, how have you been?
Oh, you know, being a fugitive from the law.
Yeah.
Oh, Rahat, this is my friend, Liam. Liam, my baby brother, Rahat.
I don't know how baby I am anymore, but it's nice to meet you, Liam.
It's good to meet you, too. Mahira told me a little about you, and well, it's nice to put a face to the name.
So, how long can you two stay? I'm guessing not long, though, considering.
Not very. Rahat, I'm sorry. None of this is how I wanted it to go.
Hey, a lot of it isn't your fault. Mom and Dad, well, they changed a lot after you left home.
No, they didn't. They never do. Stop projecting. You don't know.
I wish I could have taken you with me. Caught in custody or something. I don't know.
It's okay. I made it work.
Oh.
And I think I'm in a pretty good place right now.
For the worse.
Got my doctoral defense coming up pretty soon.
Poor
so,
Rahat.
Yeah.
No. Stop projecting. Just pay attention. Be present. You owe this to Mahira.
Is it weird?
Show up for
Going
her.
for
Don't
a
make it about
degree in the
yourself.
field your magic
Be
was
her
focused
friend.
in without the magic anymore?
Wow, yeah, you always did cut right into the heart of things, huh?
Sorry,
No, I missed that. It's a good thing. But yeah, it's really weird. I went into the program trying to feel connected to music the way I used to.
Did it work?
Kind of. It didn't not. Sometimes it's comforting, and sometimes it's like poking at a bruise, you know?
Would you want it back? If you could.
We could help him. We could help him soon. We could help so many people. God, we're really doing this, aren't we? Well, hopefully, at least.
I think so. Yeah.
But you're not sure?
Well, look, I did the grieving process already. I processed the loss and took the time to figure out who to be without that part of me. And most days, I'm okay with who that new person is. I think having it back might be a new grieving process in a way. Not the same at all, but there's not really a way to go back to who I was before. So I'd be a new me trying to say goodbye to the old new me.
We're trying to make it possible, though. If you decide you want it. I can't promise anything, but we're trying.
Thank you. Even if it doesn't work out, I think having the option would mean the world to a lot of people.
Including you?
Yeah, Mugs. Obviously including me.
I think we have to leave pretty soon, but would it be okay if I hugged you?
Yeah, come here.
Valence is a Hug House production. You can find more information at hughouse.productions. Sorry for the shit to your audio again. I'm still in a house with no furniture. Valence is created by me, Will Williams. This episode was written by Katie Yeomans and Will Williams and edited and sound designed by Will Williams. This episode was directed by Ann Baird and Katie Yeomans, transcribed by Katie Yeomans, and produced by Ann Baird. The theme music was composed by Travis Reeves. This episode was performed by Josh Rubino as Liam Alden and Liam's inner voice, Naomi McMillan as Morgan Reilley, Caleb Del Rio as Flynn Velasco, Jordan Cobb as Sarah Harris, Katie Chen as Grace Chen, Ishani Kanetkar as Mahira Varma, Alex Welch as Noel Alden, and Tareek Talati as Rahat Varma. You can find our full cast list and information on how you can support this indie podcast on valencepod.com. Until next time, protect your magic. Today's episode is supported by Death by Dying, a whimsical, dark comedy fiction podcast about murder mysteries, the twists and turns of grief, and 3 adorable man-eating cats. Death by Dying is incredible, and if you are a fan of disaster bisexuals, which I know you are, you're here at the end of an episode of Valence, you are going to love Death by Dying. This fiction podcast has long been one of my favorites. It's a perfect fit for fans of Pushing Daisies and A Series of Unfortunate Events, 2 of my favorite shows and I suppose books. I highly recommend starting from the very beginning. I've also heard people start with the season 2 premiere, but I think that it's incredible right at the gate. In our show notes, I will actually post a link to the full review that I wrote of Death by Dying when it first came out. I end that review by saying, Death by Dying is a podcast that feels in the same family as What's the Frequency or Kanan Feels Paranormal Investigators, in its takes on the dark and the surreal with perhaps a bit more Welcome to Night Vale leanings and structure. It's a glimpse into what makes life absurd, what makes death feel random and looming, and the anxieties that tie both of them together. Quoth the Raven, what if your friends don't really like you? Hey, I'm kind of funny. Showing the absurd, the morbid, and the anxiety-inducing here doesn't feel stressful, though. Instead, it feels emotionally accurate. It feels like a relief. For credits, transcripts, and more info, visit deathbydyingpod.com. You can find and listen to Death by Dying anywhere you listen to podcasts. Our thanks to Death by Dying for their support.